I feel the comfort zone in Barbados is pretty good. And people that come to Barbados because it feels comfortable.
That's my 5th time in Barbados. I love the island. I love the people. I love the beaches. I love the music. I love the food. I love everything.
It's my first time in Barbados. I love the sand, love the water, love the fishes, love the people, love my girlfriend.
I enjoy it here. I feel safe here. I enjoy it.
Barbados is a place where they study about sex tourism. People would leave their country to come and say, yeah, alright, Barbados. My friend went to Barbados and she had a damn good time. If you go to Barbados, you have a damn good time. You might come home with a husband. Sorry, I can be telling this, but yeah, but that's the harshness, that's the undercover we're really going on. In some cases, the white girl coming to this island and meeting a black guy, it's not that love thing for some. For some, it's a groupie kind of thing where like, oh, I dare you don't sleep with a black guy. That kind of thing. And to be honest, like a lot of white girls believe that black men supposed to be carrying these big tools.
That one I have no comment. The Mandingo mentality. Hello. Excitement. For sure. Yes, the excitement. Let's go for some fun. And most times you'll see a bunch of girls, 3-4 girls. Let's go to Barbados, you know. I heard the black guys are there. They're well endowed. Hello. Ah! Let's go. Fun, fun, fun. You know? It's a fact. It's a fact. The triple S. The triple S.
What is that? Explain.
Sand, sea, and sex.
Well, you know, I'm just speaking for myself, I'm alright, you know what I mean? I can handle it, but
you're gonna go home
I think that's a fantasy. It's a fantasy. Women, there's a song, even a song with Big Bamboo, you know what I mean? It's there. Women talk about it, you know what I mean? Even in England, women ask me, "Do what to say about black men?" All over in England, you know.
I can tell them it's not.
Is it? Yes, it's hey. Edit that bit. Looking at our political, historical, and situation, there has always been a form of sex tourism in Barbados. The moment a country decides to go in the direction of tourism, sex tourism becomes a part of that infrastructure.
Female sex tourism definitely exists. You see it anywhere that you go, any night scene, beach scene. It's become a major part of our party culture, I find. Any nightclub you go into, or if you go into the beaches, you see it all the time. Quite often though, I find it's with older women. Quite often I think European women, because sometimes they don't speak English. But you can always spot it. And because our island is so small, if you frequent certain places socially, you can actually see the same men over and over with different women all the time.
But when you say sex tourism, you have to look at two different things here. The transfer of the tourists coming to an island, and also the sex tourism that already exists inside of the island.
You mentioned the term we're into roster. You think this is undercover environment? You could tell me something about that.
I just hear it. I don't use it all.
Huh? So you ever heard about this thing? No, I heard about it.
Walking down the road and get, hi, how are you? Where do you live? Where are you staying? How's your visit? And I'm like, I'm not visiting. I live here. I'm married to a Bayesian. I'm not a tourist.
But this actually happens with tourist ladies. You feel they get hustled almost every day about this whole thing?
Daily, but but they get on the day, like the kisses, the hey sexy, the hey white girl, white Rasta girl. Now I like my hair so.
Just remember, this is a small island.
So
everywhere I go, it almost is like mosquitoes at night, right? That's how it is.
Can guys actually benefit from this whole thing though?
And I see it from like 16-year-olds to like 52, 60, all up and down. Just like white women, and it's like respect the women on your turf too. That's what God should do.
There was a slogan a couple of years ago where I think it was "Rent a Rasta." I've seen a documentary on German television. I was most embarrassed to see that sex tourism is portrayed as you can just go down to Jamaica and rent a Rasta. You want to rent one for 2 weeks, for 2 days, for a month. You can actually rent a human being. So the service of sex tourism has been brought down to the most practical commodity. I can rent a Rasta for a day.
A lot of women, they travel Barbados, they don't hide away. You know, you go at night, you go on the Gap. You know what I mean? I think the majority of people wandering around is single women.
A lot of women, single women, old women, all shapes and sizes, they come here on their own. And they know they're going to get someone young. And he's sad. Very sad.
Huh?
But this is the honest truth. I've seen it. And then I've seen the other part of the English loud girls who drink a lot, swear a lot, very ignorant, very butchy. They're not ladies. They're very, like, you know, manly kind of thing. And I think that disturbs. It would disturb me, let alone people.
When they go back, do they talk about these encounters?
They do. And then they bring their friends. And then they multiply.
So there are actually guys here that are
yeah, plenty, a lot. And they're so young and they're so nice and they just do it.
So would you come back to Barbados again? What would make you want to come back to Barbados?
What do I ever look?
Yeah, would you ever come back again?
Yes, I think so.
Would you like her to come back again?
Tell what would make you come back to Barbados?
Please do.
Say it.
I will come back for the island for him and for I. It's better so. Yeah.
I know it's alleged that sex tourism arrives from Jamaica.
I feel that as a woman. I feel like a lot of the single women that I meet come down here and enjoy being worshipped by Asian men.
White girls, they got this saying at home back in Britain and all of it. When they go black, they don't turn back, right? Because I find that most white girls that been in love with a black man and spend time with a black man, once the white guy finds out that she was with a black guy, he wouldn't stay with her, he'll leave her.
I can't tell you what they said.
No?
They said, oh, I better not say it.
Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid.
Go on. No, they keep saying to me, if you've been with a Jamaican man.
Go on, no problem, come on. Come on.
You'd never go back with anybody else. That's what they said.
So did you take up the other role?
No, I did not.
the black and white appearances, I think that's one aspect to it, because it's life.
Hey, I'm not prejudiced. I'm not prejudiced, as I guess most people know that, but my preference in women is white women for my sexual habits and they treat me different. They don't treat me the same as my own ladies. My own ladies love me to a point, yes, but and their breaking point reaches very quickly, where the British ladies or the Italian ladies or Swedish ladies or wherever, they seem to stick with me more, and I get more out of my relationship with white girls because I travel, you know, and I get to travel, I get to go different places, I get to take them to nice restaurants and stuff like that. It's either I pay the bill or they pay the bill. It's either their place or mine sexually, you know. They either come to my house or I'd go to theirs, right? But with my local girls, if I try to get them out into a restaurant, I know I'm paying the bill and they still don't want to come. So it's different. My local girls have to get in gear and come out, get out. And don't just do chauffeur things and stuff like that. Come and go sit in some of these nice posh restaurants and have a meal also. Don't keep saying, oh, that's too expensive. You are expensive.
I mean, they come looking to have a good time, enjoy their vacations. Like, you get somebody that's going to be friendly and seems to be pretty decent, you know, doesn't necessarily fit into what we would classify as the bum and the barrel.
You know, when I was growing up, we were called beach bums, right? But there's no such thing as a beach bum, right? I consider beach bum with a bagger. You're out there begging for money. We're business people, right? We run some of the biggest business that happens on this island, with the jet skis, the ski boats, and the deep sea fishing, and all of that. We make the tourists happy. I had husbands that said to me before, like, my wife likes you a lot, so just make her happy. Because he knows at the end of the day, she's going to go home with him. He still have a wife. You understand? I'm not going to lie or anything. I've been there, I've done that, I bought the t-shirt, I wear it. Yeah? And that's what it's all about.
Take, for instance, here on the beach. I'm sure that if y'all have been coming here to the beach for some time, that y'all would have been approached on many occasions. How is that? How do you deal with that?
I don't know. I just carry on a friendly conversation, and sometimes when I take it a little bit further, then I say it's time to back off. You know, I'm just here to relax. Just leave me alone. You know. But it always ends up. The conversation always ends up sexual. Why is it?
What?
So what are you doing tonight?
Will come and approach you?
Yeah. What are you doing tonight? Beautiful woman like you, all alone. And when you look down, wedding ring.
In every nationality of women, they all have needs, and they have expectations and stuff like that. Marry or not marry, there are women out there that they see a man that they find him attractive. They will. Not necessarily it has to be a sex relationship, but that person wants to be at least a friend of yours. I got a lot of female friends that are married women, and they're not. I'm not going to say that they're not sexually attractive to me, but they are. But they'll keep it nipped in the bud because they have a husband, you know. But I can tell you, some of these women, if their husband passed away tomorrow, they'll be back here like hot just to be with me.
You do encounter females when you're out and stuff in the clubs that express interest, but it's not everything that glitters is always gold. So for some guys, probably, you know, that's good fun for them. That's action, what as they call it, action, you know what I mean?
You don't know what the party scene is, you know? Enough action, I just go where the girls are, you know?
I'm definitely a social butterfly. I party a lot. I quite often go to Harbour Lights. I frequent the Gap, Cafe Sol, McBride's, Ship Inn, Boatyard. I go all around the place. For me, I think I get hit on for more than one reason. I have been hit on because it has been assumed that I am a rich foreign woman, quite often people can't pinpoint where I'm from. Some black men would approach me assuming I am Hispanic or French, Creole, or maybe they pick up on my Indian descent. But I don't always know if it's because they think I'm a white woman that wants to use them for sex and money and a good time. I don't know.
My favorite place is Hal's place after dark.
Yeah.
Because you get to sit outside and have drinks.
Yes.
You don't have to be in air conditioning.
It's
I
the
never
mixture
ever, yeah.
Everyone in it.
Well, not just that. I don't travel from Canada to come to air conditioning.
No.
I come down here to be
She
warm.
likes sweat.
Girl, I'm
Hey.
I've seen everything about Barbados, but the greatest thing is that it wasn't the things that a tourist would see. So I've seen the back streets, I've seen parties in like local things, and it's fantastic. The vibe is great. I think the women move beautifully. I wish I had that kind of movement. It's great.
Well, I used to be a party animal, but not anymore, you know. But most of the good places I used to go like shipping and, you know, and McBride's and stuff like that, you know. But just regular lounge maybe in between, you know. I just go where it's good, you know, where you feel comfortable, you know what I mean? Where the atmosphere is great.
To After Dark, I don't know if that's still there. Yeah, it's quite good. Not really. I think this part of the island is quite quiet. It's more classy.
I think it's novelty. I think the novelty that they want to, you know, have a acquaintances with a black person or a person with Rastafarian concept or a Rastafarian lots or what you call it. But you know, I think it's something that they want to probably tell a friend when they go back home that, you know, I met a black guy, or I met up with a black guy, or, you know, sometimes they cannot do at home. You know, I don't know what basically what else they were looking for, but you know, maybe they would get what they want and probably tell their friends to come back. But as far as I know, Barbados have a lot of Europeans who frequent the island.
You don't know how it is, you know what I mean? This here, the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice, you know what I mean? So you don't know that way most white girls are bored black guys, you know, that kind of way.
Of all men across the Caribbean, Benjamin are very, very forward men.
Men here are very bold with that, definitely. They'll come right out and approach you, hit you with some sort of rude sexual innuendo, and there are no jokes about it. They're just very upfront with it. Especially on the beach. I've had some quite awful experiences on the beach.
When I was in Italy, I experienced